going on, everybody? Let me know you in the place. Talk to me. Talk to me if you're here. All right, so I am just trying to test right now. Just kind of test, check some things out. I want to pretty much. I'm just trying to see if you hear me because we're about to get busy. I know it's late, so everybody's not going to be on right now. But I just wanted to make sure that in the process of what we had going on, thank you, the process of what we had going on, you'll be able to kind of help me facilitate these next stages of productivity. Uh, as you saw, the title says "Say Less," um, because that's exactly where I want us to be. I want us to get to a place where we are saying less. We're doing way too much talking, not enough doing. And so I just want to get to the place where say less. I mean, say less. Um, Man, this has been a wonderful week for me. I've been spending some time with a very, 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 very important and close friend of mine who's been knowing me for as long as I've really known myself. But then here's the kicker. We both decided that we didn't even really know who we were then. Really starting to walk in, knowing who we are now has been like kind of magical. Um, Kind of magical, to be honest. Um, Spiritual, um, elevating, inspiring. Um, Also, it hurt. It hurts sometimes when you think about time spent, time lost. It hurts sometimes when you think about investments going bad. Um, it hurts sometimes when you think about all the people that your uh, doppelganger, I think I'm calling it the right thing, um, hurt um, because you were not the most authentic you that you could be, causing people to fall in love with. This is hurt because this is right off the cuff. The fake you or the fake me. Um, because when you're not 100% all in, transparent, or even knowing the direction or the GPS of your life to get there, you're not even really giving them who you really are. You're not even giving them what you really are. You're just giving them what you think you are. And unfortunately, a lot of times you're giving them what other people think you are. Am I the only one who has realized that some of their life have been tied up, tangled up in being not who they authentically are? So we're going to talk about a lot of things going forward. We're going to talk about Brand University. Um, I'll be setting up, sign up for that. We're going to be talking about um, more Dr. Sully Speaks, um, because that's what I do. I've been running my mouth all my life, and I stopped running my mouth because people said things like, "Oh, you always got something to say." Um, I do. I do genuinely always have something to say. One, not sure I should always say what I say. Two, even if I don't have the answer right then, I am usually desiring to find the answer. And so sometimes I end up in a place, well, let me go hunt that thing down. And so I even have something to say then. And then I don't even know why, every now and then, I just get it. And so because I just get it sometimes, I don't even know where it comes. I mean, I know it comes from up above. I call him Jesus, um, the Messiah, um, you know, the Yahweh, Yeshua, God. I don't know what you call him, but I don't even care right now what you're calling him on this particular journey. This particular journey that I want to take you on with Say Less is the journey of finding who really is looking in your mirror. You know, used to be a song back in the day, who's that peeping in my window? Bow, nobody now. Well, who's that looking in your mirror? Who are you really laying with when you're not laying with anybody else? The journey of battling loneliness, even sometimes when you're not even alone. Um, really love my kids and everything that they do, because guess what? They mine. And I don't care what the word on the street might be, they mine. And they are me, honestly. They are me, and they're also both their mothers. And just so I can set the record straight, if anybody's questioning, I've never ever said, nor have I ever felt like any of my or either of my children's mothers are bad mothers. I just want that to be said. Um, just because my desire to be a hell of a good father and to be with my kids and have my kids live with me and all these different things that I believe um, doesn't make the other person bad just because I want what they want. And we need to watch out what we're doing. We need to stop playing these games with CPS. You know, we need to stop playing these games. Stop calling CPS on your family members because you mad. Stop. If there's no danger, stop screaming danger. Uh, real quick fact, especially because these are the hours where people are contemplating suicide, not negating all the other hours, but a lot of times the person who's thinking about suicide right now who did not already commit suicide is going to set out when they get in their car in the morning and do it. So I challenge you, if you have a neighbor, especially if you don't normally talk to that neighbor, when you get up in the morning and you see them driving off, or you're driving by, just toot your horn and just say, "Hey, neighbor," because studies show that you put at least 48 hours to 72 hours on a person's life who is actively in the process of committing suicide, and you intervene with anything positive. People don't commit suicide because of PTSD and depression. They don't commit suicide because their life is bad, because you left them. Trust me, you're not that important. They commit suicide because they feel invisible and they're finishing the process of creating invisibility. If I just go ahead and take myself away and off of this earth, then what everybody else wants is done. And oftentimes that is where the real problem, that is where the real problem ends up being. Just wanting to not be here, since you don't see me anyway. I can tell you that firsthand because I was on suicide watch two 2 years ago, December. I was hoping to myself that I didn't make the new year, and I was very serious in my contemplation. Um, and I'm grateful because we never know what people think about you. And I had one person to give me a call and was like, "Man, you've been really instrumental in some things in my life, and I'm so happy that I was able to get wherever I am based on what you said." Appreciate that. Um, Also, I cannot wait to talk about, can men and women, male and females, coexist together without smashing, without having sex, without now notice there's a word that I'm not using. I'm going to say that word in a minute. Without the fondling or doing things that would be considered um, sexually arousing and connecting, and especially when they have somebody on the side cheating. Um, it can be done. Now, the danger is intimacy. Intimacy is the danger because oftentimes we find ourselves, because we're not into me, you see, like if you're not into yourself, a lot of times you'll find yourself opening a door. And when you open a door, sometimes that door can be very dangerous. I will show you some dangerous things real quickly here. Sitting at the job, mad at your chick, mad at yourself, mad at the world, and you're sitting at lunch. Somebody decides to ask you how you doing. You respond, not doing that well, or I'm doing great. Well, they crack your code and they're like, man, no, for real, tell me how you really feel. You say that. And what happens at that moment, if you do not establish a friendship, what ends up happening is you create the beginning stages of intimacy. If you are sharing whatever it is that you're about to be sharing with someone outside of whoever you consider your significant other, how significant is that versus them just being the other? Oftentimes, many of us have someone sad that we consider more significant than that was significant. How can I tell you that? I can tell you that because many of you who know how to budget your bills will go out and purchase something that is not as significant as your mortgage while you've not paid all your mortgage. These are levels of responsibility and accountability. And I like to talk about accountability more than responsibility because a lot of times we are responsible at times. The tool that we're needing to add to our responsibility is someone to keep us accountable to what we're doing. We need somebody not to be just in your business because, first of all, why are you even entertaining yourself with someone that you don't feel like you can be accountable with anyway? Or at least know what phase that you're in with that person. Because sometimes you have to know that you just have someone in your space because you do have space holders in life and spiritual and natural bumpers in life that are not friends. They're just there to steer you, cheer you, watch you, and some of them are there to rip and tear you. That's right. And I don't mean that in a horrible thing because when you're exercising, what happens to your muscle is your muscle is going through a ripping and a tearing process, and it has to go through that process in order for it to grow. In order for it to grow, it has to go through that process. And so, it is it's important that we have these situations, these things to occur. because Bible says everything happens. Sorry, the Bible doesn't say that. Forgive me. We say everything happens for a reason. You know, Zane sang a song, everything happens for a reason. They say, some of y'all are probably too old to even know about that, but look it up. It's a really good song. Acapella was off the chain when they did that. But the Bible does say all things work together for the good of them that love God and are called according to his purpose. And but I want to say, even if you don't know what you're called to, even if you don't know what your purpose is, the fact that all things work together for your good, if you love him, then why don't you just start believing that tomorrow's going to be better than today? I don't know if y'all just super tired. This is supposed to be a test, and so I'm not getting any chatter on the chat. I got us right now living in Facebook, here on my personal, also on my business page, as well as my Granted Kingdom. I'm sorry, my organic coaching page, Twitter, as well as YouTube. And so, you know, you can find me on all social media under Dr. Sully Speaks. And, you know, I'm gonna give about 5 minutes just to anyone that might have a question about something that they want to dig into. You know, my levels of strength are community mediation, leadership, listening, and communication. And then I am a theological ministry doctoral. And so let's go with it for just a minute. And just in case you just come in, this is Dr. Sully with Say Less. Tell me what page you're watching from or where you're from. If you're not from the Texas area, tell me something. Y'all gonna be quiet like that up in here. All right, well, because I said it, we're gonna go about 2 more minutes. If I don't hear nothing, then I guess we really are gonna say less. Because there's many things I can be doing, and I don't say that condescending to you all. I'm just saying that I want to make this better. So I want to go view the video in a moment and look at what the lighting look like. I'm going to look at what positioning of overlays look like. I'm going to wait to pick up a couple of hosts on the next time. So if you are looking to be a guest or a co-host with me on Dr. Sully Speaks, Say Less, please let me know. And you can also inbox me or email me. And if you got the number, you can call or text. So I guess we have almost come to their place. Yeah, somebody remind me. remind me to make sure that I say, what is it? What is I'm supposed to say? I'm supposed to say, what are we supposed to say? We're supposed to say I don't own the rights to this music, because I think at one point there was music. So I'm putting that in right now. I don't own the rights to music. Make sure that I put that in there, because I'm trying to respect the guidelines of Facebook, because these cats are going on ham. They are blocking people out. TikTok is putting people in jail. It's crazy. And I don't want to be in that. I don't even know if. Okay, cool. I think I may have done things right, ladies and gentlemen. So I do appreciate you for hanging in with me. We are at that time. I do not see any more posts coming up or going down. So I'm going to try one more thing. Because if you did not see me say it, I'm going to show what I did say, so I can see what that does. Boom, there it is. That's awesome. Just check that there out. All right. I'm not going to put nobody else on blast. Until next time, this is Dr. Sully Speaks. I definitely appreciate you all being here with me. And we please subscribe if you have not subscribed. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Dr. Sully Speaks.